right, so what do we have for the next question?
The next question is, how hard or easy is it for you to support the other person's dreams?
I think
So-
that you should go first. Then.
Okay. At the beginning, it was hard to support Ramal because he, was on the radio 1st, and then he started helping out in the community, and so I just always just tried to stay at home, take care of the kids, take care of the house, of course, and I worked then as a medical assistant. But now it's easier. The kids are older. I can go more places with him. I just got to let him be him. And when I have him, I'm like, okay, you're mine, and I kind of tell him when to slow down, you're doing too much. But it's easier now than it was.
For sure. And most people look at our relationship as a little different because I'm always different places and she's not there. And so people always wonder, what's going on. And it's really not been really too hard for me to support her. Like I just find out what her dream and her goal is, and I just play my role, whatever it is. And 9 times out of 10, it's just like, Ramon, I need you to get a real job. All right, brother. Have a check come in. You know what I'm saying? So she's really easy to support. She's focused, she's honest, she's truthful, and she just knows what she wants. So what's the next question, babe?
What has been the best up and down part of the relationship, and why?
So
this is deep.
Yeah, this is a deep question.
Deep.
We've come through so much already.
So we can just be honest about everything.
Be straight up.
The best part, the ups, when we travel, because we're away from everything, we're away from everyone, any distractions, Facebook, all that stuff. The worst things, infidelity, just going through the normal not really teenager, but early adult marriage.
Yeah, we got married while we were young.
We were 24, 25?
Yeah, 24, 25 years old. When we got married, we had kids. Like, we just met each other really soon, and then we hopped in a relationship probably like 2 to 3, maybe 4 weeks early, right after we met.
Yeah.
And we knew we had a good connection, but we just, as individuals, we didn't
know each other.
Yeah, know each other, and so we still had just some of the same traits that we've always had. So, like you said, traveling is always a high point for us. Like, she knows how to pull me away from everything. So that's the one thing
that's
that
the best
she
thing.
has gotten.
We love cruises.
Yeah.
We're cruisers. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Popeyes or Church's?
I say Popeyes. Church's chicken grease is so sticky. It just is so weird. So and Popeyes, I used to be like a security guard there, and Popeyes got like shrimp. Church's don't have seafood at all, so I say Popeyes.
I say Popeyes because I like their sandwiches. I just now start tasting them. I know I'm late, but I say Popeyes too. I like Church's though too. So, but if I had to pick, I'd pick Popeyes. Okay, so another, how did we meet? We met at Three Frogs.
Yes, the club.
Yeah, I think we were 24 when we met.
Yep.
Three Frogs Club.
And I saw her, she walked into the club and I saw her and I just immediately asked her for her number. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I didn't give him my number.
She didn't give me.
So, my best friend Ashanti, I gave him Ashanti's number because I wasn't sure. You meet someone at the club, you don't really know. But he called and...
Yep. And then, I came over... Her friends gave me the
grilled him
20th degree to ask me every question on earth. So I know they were just trying to grill me to make sure I was right for it. So after that, then we just stuck.
Yeah. Was he everything you were looking for? Was she everything? I at first was like, no, I don't know, but he was fine. I mean, he's still fine, but
thank you.
but I just didn't know.
Yeah. And for me, I think that, of course, I thought she was attractive. Then, she had like a round, I was like, dang, she thick. And so I love that, but she's still thick too to this day. She keep herself right, she keep herself tight, and that's what I love about it. So, yes.
What surprised you most about your connection?
I think that we just had the same, like, at first we didn't think that we had the same goals and like focus, like working with kids. I like working with kids, she like working with kids.
But they mean at the beginning.
Oh.
What surprised you? Well,
what do you think?
Just we were being normal with each other. We got to be, we didn't have to hide anything.
Yeah.
We just got to be normal.
Yeah. Straight up. Like just like who we are as people, where we come from, our goals in life. Like I was really, wanted to work hard and to be in radio back then.
Right.
So
yeah.
I knew what I wanted. So
right.
I think that's the thing that kind of attracted us, is that we both knew what we wanted in life, and it worked.
What opposites do you have, and what complements us? So yeah, we are very opposite.
Very.
And I guess the opposites attract.
Yeah.
The things we have in common is like we both love music. What else do you think that we have in common?
We both love to serve like children and work with children. Build stuff for kids.
We both like to travel.
Yeah. Definitely that for sure.
We both like our family time. Some things we don't agree on. We do not watch the same TV shows at all. I like reality. He likes documentary
type style. Yeah.
What else? Like, I'm outgoing to people I know, but I'm really shy to people I don't know. He's the opposite. He's more outgoing to
people I don't
know. And then he
like at home, like just around family, I'm just more quiet.
More quiet. Yeah. Like, and so I'm more outgoing.
Yeah.
Let me think. Okay, so let's see. Your yogurt is looking good.
I know. It is good. Like vanilla yogurt and all of this stuff is just blissfulness. I love it.
What visions do we hope to pass down to our children?
Woo!
That's a good one.
What's your answer?
I just want my children to be well-rounded people and be able to make it in the world, and no mother wants their kid to be get in any trouble. I want them to thrive in school, and just kids and grandkids, just the best. Vision, Samaya, she's very artsy, so I want her to get a job in something that she likes. And Sean, he loves basketball. He says he's going to be on the NBA. He swears by it.
He does.
And if not, then, I hope that he finds whatever he likes.
Yeah. So for me, the same thing, just for our kids to thrive. Like, I'm already thinking about, like, our grandchildren and how we can be a blessing to them now. And so, you have to work to get your kids in the right mindset and allow them to grow and be who they are. And, for us to be, like, serial entrepreneurs, like for us to have multiple businesses, or just at least something that we both love to do. Also for the kids and the families around us to be happy. Go ahead and take a bite of that.
I don't want all that.
She always does this to me. Just for kids and families to be thriving around us. So that's basically it in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? What's the next question you got?
We're almost done.
Okay.
We put where do we meet? The Browns love story. Okay, so we met at 3 Frogs, of course. Started dating. He's the only guy that ever took me on dates at that age. Then we were only dating for 5 to 6 months before he got called to say he had to go to Iraq. Within that same 2 weeks they called for him to go to Iraq, I found out I was pregnant. So that was devastating just to know that he was leaving and I was pregnant. So then he left. How long were you gone?
For about 7 to 8 months.
Yeah.
Was the time frame that I was gone. We had a lot of training and stuff we had to do before we go over to Iraq, and preparation and stuff like that. So that was a tough situation where she was pregnant, but was able to send money home, make sure that she was taken care of.
I lived with my mom.
Yeah, she lived with her mom over that time. And so we had, our bills we were minimalist at that time. We didn't really have too much at all. So it was really easy for us. And then I was overseas in Iraq, and I asked her to marry me while I was overseas. And she said yes.
Yeah.
And then once I got back, we had a wedding.
So I was 6 months pregnant.
Yeah, she was 6 months pregnant in the wedding. And from there, you know, we had Samaya first, our daughter. And
we moved in our first place.
Yeah, we got an apartment. I was working in radio too at that time at 105.3. And so it was a lot going on then.
Yeah.
And like she said, in our marriage, we had infidelity. I cheated on her, and that was a tough time for us to really kind of bounce back through that. But at the same time, my mentality, I was young, dumb, and just making crazy decisions at that time.
Same here. I mean, I tried to get him back, so I'd say I cheated too. And it was a hard time, but we just knew to just try to work on it. I already seen the potential in him. Yeah. So.
And vice versa. Like when I first met her, she had her own apartment, and it wasn't like
to
an
me,
apartment.
That's normal to have an apartment at that age.
I've seen some girls that had apartments, and all they had was just like all they had was a bed on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all they had. But she had bed rails. When I saw she had bed rails, I'm like, she is the one for me. And she had a couch. I mean, it was just nice.
Just a normal apartment, but he just thinks.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been to.
He was in the hood. I don't know.
I've been in
women he was messing with.
I've been in the hood.
It was me and my friend Ashanti. We had my best friend Ashanti. We had an apartment.
She had no roaches. She had none of that. I was like, ooh.
Where do we live on Lewis?
No,
I lived on.
Yeah, you lived on 71st in Riverside.
Riverside, yeah.
In those apartments, and then we kind of just then after that, she got an apartment, and then eventually we moved in together. And
but that wasn't until you came back from Iraq.
Yeah.
I was 7 or 8 months pregnant and got her place.
Yep.
First place was at the Arbors, I think.
Yeah, at the Arbors. And from there, we just we moved from apartment to apartment. We was on 61st and Lewis, 61. And no, 61 in Peoria. We was in the hood growing up.
Horrible.
Yeah, it was really bad. And then from there, we just moved into a house in West Tulsa. She's from West Tulsa, and I'm from North Tulsa.
Webster.
Yeah, near Webster. She went to Webster. I went to Memorial and Project 12. And from there, we just, we tried to just work things out, what I mean? And, put God in the middle of things. And I know that I needed to do some things better. So I started going to church and just being around community.
You pulled me to go to church more.
Yeah. So that's it. That's our story. And that's how we did it, man.
Yeah. So y'all have to comment on any other questions you want to know.
Yeah, we're going to do another one. Next one, I think we're going to try.
This is our first time, so we still have to get, we're doing this on the phone, so we still have to get a camera, just better lighting, just everything. I mean, so. Yeah,
so that's it right there. Make sure that y'all like and subscribe, and what else do they need to do? Comments. And
let us know what you want in the next video.
Absolutely. So we are the Browns, and it's a Brown thing. So we appreciate you guys for joining us. So I love you, babe.
Love you.
Mwah. Peace.